When will altcoins show a huge growth, and what coins you should buy now to get 3 to 5x gains in a month? What's going to happen to the Bitcoin price? Will it go to 70k or fall down to 20k? In this video, you're going to find the answers to all these questions. The Bitcoin is now trading around $51,000 and has been in a narrow sideways movement in the range of $51,000 to $52,500 for a week now after rising from $43,000. According to my analysis, Bitcoin could rise to $54,000 but will eventually return to the $53k zone, as we're not in a bullish cycle now, and during this time, while Bitcoin is in a sideways trend, the Bitcoin dominance will start to fall. Since now the Bitcoin dominance is at the maximum values of 51 to 54%, I expect Bitcoin domination to fall down to 44-47% in the near future, and then a real altcoin season will start when tokens are going to grow by 3 to 6 times, depending on the capitalization of the project. Most altcoins have not shown growth despite the fact that Bitcoin has grown, but there are exceptions such as Galaxy, which has grown 2 times in recent weeks, or Uniswap, which has doubled on the background of good news. I'll show the coins that I personally buy and expect them to grow in the near future. The first coin is going to be SUI. Its maximum price was almost $2, and then it was adjusted by 20%, which can be considered a good discount. Now it's trading around 1.65. Some people might think that $2 was the maximum value for this coin because it fell by 20%. But it's not. We can look at how this coin has grown over the last couple of months and realize that seeing such a correction is healthy. For example, from January 15th, the coin has dropped by 30% in 1 week, and then rose from 1 to 1.7. Then in early February, there was a 15% correction. Such a correction is considered healthy because it's a very rare thing when a token grows without any correction. The market maker let the token drop by 15-30% on purpose to make people afraid and sell their coins. I think that buying SUI at 1.65 will not be a mistake because this project has the same market maker as Aptos, which that year showed a massive pump from $4 to $20, although the market at that time was more bearish than now. So I expect to see the SUI price in the range of $2.6 to $2.8 in the near future, and this is the most conservative estimate. In these values, I'll fix part of my position, and I also consider SUI price will be in the range of $3.5. But you should understand that the real bull market will start in the fall of 2024, and in that time I expect SUI at $20-30. And I need to realize that the market has been constantly rising for a couple of months, so the correction will definitely happen before the bull market. And it's important not to be greedy now and sell the SUI in the range of $2.6-3, to then buy it cheaper and get 30x profit. If you want to see more of my investments in real time, be sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel where I share my trades every day. The link is down below. The second coin I'd like to discuss today is Starknet, which is another Layer 2 solution. This coin recently appeared on the exchanges and its price was up to $7.5. Now the token's price is $1.9 and I consider it favorable because we expect a significant growth of altcoins in the near future, and as a rule, new projects show more intense growth than the old ones. Also, it's necessary for the project to show impressive growth to compete with the other Layer 2 solutions such as Arbitrum and Optimism, which have established themselves as top projects. Also, Starknet changed the dates of coin unlocks after community pressure, and thus they regained the loyalty of the crypto community after the terrible airdrop. I expect that within a couple of weeks, a big market player will buy out the tokens from those who got airdrop and decided to sell, and the remaining emission is in the hands of the project, and they do not need to worry that someone will hold back the growth with their sales. Also, we see that big players maintain large volumes on the exchange and doesn't let the price drop, and this is a good sign. I expect the token to grow 2-3 times from the current values, and in the $3.8-4.5 zone, I will gradually start fixing the profit. I also want to have Starknet in my portfolio for the bull market, as I expect to see from 15 to 20 times growth from the current values. The next coin that can pump 10-15 times in the near future is the NYM token. This coin has a small capitalization of only $145 million, while the full capitalization is $200 million, which means that almost all tokens are unlocked and are held by the team and funds. And the most interesting thing about this project is the Tier 1 funds and the number of investments. Such funds as A16Z, Polychain Capital, Binance Labs, and 1KX invested in this project. The total amount of investments is about $63 million. According to the chart, we can see that the price has fallen by 95%, and the token is in the accumulation zone for almost 2 years, and obviously the funds did not sell at such values, and on the contrary bought tokens from the market so that the entire emission was at their disposal. And I'm waiting for the market maker to send the price up to $1 and, for example, will announce listing on Binance. I believe that Binance Labs invested in this project for a reason and thus will attract interest to this altcoin, and there will be liquidity so that funds can fix their profits. Also, if you're looking for a reliable exchange, I can recommend Bybit. You'll get a good bonus when you register, the link is down below. The next one is Atom. This is an old project with large capitalization, but it's interesting to us because it has grown only by 50% from the minimum values. After all, Cosmos ecosystem is developing and many projects from Ethereum are moving to it. Now the Atom price is $10 and it's very small for such a project. I expect Atom to grow 2-3 times from the current values, and I'll start fixing profits in the zone of $22-25. This pump is absolutely imminent because similar old projects from the last bull market showed a huge growth like the same ICP, Uniswap, DOT, and many others. The fifth altcoin is Flow. Its price is around $1 now, and it's still in the accumulation zone. And I already said that you should buy it when its price was 1.75. And buying it now is definitely going to be a right decision, as the Flow coin hasn't shown any growth at all and has only doubled from the minimum values. I still have the same targets for Flow. The first target is $1.82, according to very conservative estimates. In this range, I'm going to start fixing my positions, and I continue fixing the profit when the price reaches $5-6. And the last coin for today is DYDX. A decentralized exchange in which top funds such as A16Z, Paradigm, Electro Capital, and Polychain Capital invested $87 million. If we look at the token unlock chart, we can realize that most of the tokens are unlocked and are held by the team and funds. And according to the coins chart, we can see that the price first dropped, and then it's been in the accumulation zone for 2 years, where the funds did not sell their tokens, but on the contrary, they kept buying. I expect this coin to grow at least 3 times, up to $9, although we cannot exclude that the price will be higher than $15 because the capitalization of the project is not that large. I hope this video was helpful.